Last year, thousands of goat breeders across the country, from brand new homesteaders to fourth-generation farmers, watched entire litters die, lost their best milking does, and threw away tens of thousands of dollars because of mistakes that are completely avoidable with the information we have in 2025. Whether you raise meat breeds like Boer, Kiko, or Savannah, dairy breeds like Nubian, Alpine, Saanen, or LaMancha, or the little Nigerian dwarfs that everyone loves, the same 9 expensive mistakes keep happening. Fix them and you will see higher conception rates, almost no dead kids, heavier weaning weights, more milk that actually lasts, and does that breed back year after year without trouble. Old books and many websites still claim you can safely breed a doe at 7 or 8 months old as soon as she hits 60 to 70 pounds. That advice is 30 years out of date and dangerous. A massive 2024 meta-analysis that looked at over 18,000 does across multiple breeds proved that breeding before the doe reaches at least 80% of her adult breed weight causes 42% higher death loss in the first week of life, 28% more difficult births, 18 to 22% lower lifetime milk production, and a 35% chance the doe herself will never breed again. The new 2025 standard used by every top herd is simple. Wait until she's a minimum of 10 to 12 months old and at least 80% of mature weight for her breed. For example, that's roughly 110 to 120 pounds for a Nubian, 90 to 100 pounds for a Boer, and 45 to 50 pounds for a Nigerian Dwarf. Even if she starts cycling at 5 months old, make her wait. Those extra months pay for themselves 10 times over in stronger kids and longer-lived does. Bucks overheat far worse than most people realize. It takes a full 60 days for sperm to develop, so if your buck only needs a handful of days above 90 degrees Fahrenheit with no shade or cooling, and his fertility crashes for the next 2 entire months. A 2025 Texas A&M trial showed that bucks kept under basic shade cloth, plus a couple of misting fans, produced 31% higher pregnancy rates on first service, and an average of 0.8 more kids per doe. Give them deep shade, big industrial fans, frozen 2-liter bottles swapped twice a day, or collect and freeze semen in the cool spring months for use later. Bringing in a new buck or doe without recent negative tests for CAE, CL, and jaundice is still the fastest way to wreck a clean herd. The latest 2024 to 2025 national survey numbers show roughly 18% of goats in the U.S. are CAE positive. 10 to 14% carry CL abscesses, and 6 to 10% have jaundice. One infected animal can silently spread disease to 70 to 100% of your herd within 2 years. Demand blood tests drawn within the last 6 months, no exceptions, and quarantine every new animal for 30 to 45 days with separate boots, buckets, and water troughs. USDA soil maps updated in 2024 confirm that 78% of states are selenium deficient and 62% are copper deficient. Loose minerals alone simply cannot supply enough of these critical minerals when a doe is carrying triplets or quads in the last 6 to 8 weeks. The result is white muscle disease, kids born too weak to stand, retained placentas, uterine infections, and sudden doe deaths. The protocol used by the highest survival herds in 2025 is 1 Bose injection, 1 milliliter per 40 pounds body weight, plus an oral copper oxide wire particle bolus 4 to 6 weeks before kidding, plus continued free choice loose mineral that actually contains at least 300 parts per million copper and 25 parts per million selenium. Fat does ovulate fewer eggs, reabsorb embryos, and have far more birthing trouble. A fresh 2025 University of Maryland study showed does at body conditions score 3.5 conceive 23% more kids on the first service than does scoring 4.5 or higher. Dry off heavy milkers 60 to 90 days before you plan to breed, score every doe once a month, and put the overweight girls on nothing but grass hay and daily exercise until they drop to 3.5 to 3.75. Using the same buck on his own daughters or sisters year after year is the quiet genetic wrecking ball that shows up 3 or 4 years later. After just 3 generations of close breeding, you lose 15 to 25% of milk volume, weaning weight, growth rate, and disease resistance. Rotate bucks every 2 years or switch to artificial insemination. Elite frozen semen from nationally proven bucks now costs only $25 to $60 per straw and gives 70 to 80% conception in experienced hands. Average gestation is 150 days, but the real range is 145 to 155. If you don't write down the exact day the buck was with the doe, you will miss C, D, and T boosters, selenium shots, and you'll get caught with kids arriving in a snowstorm and no clean stall ready. 1 Sharpie on a $10 wall calendar or any free goat app prevents almost all kidding season chaos. Roughly 37 to 40% of all kid deaths happen in the first 48 hours. Every serious breeder in 2025 runs at least one 24/7 barn camera with night vision and phone alerts, has a heat lamp kid box ready, banks frozen colostrum from their best does, and keeps a complete kidding kit stocked 4 weeks early. OB gloves, lube, 7% iodine, towels, feeding tube, Pritchard teats, scale, ear tags, and a scale. Pregnancy toxemia, also called ketosis, is still the #1 killer of pregnant and freshly kidded does in 2025. Triplet and quad litters can triple energy demand in the last month. Feeding only hay plus 1 pound of grain per day is nowhere near enough. The feeding program that wins right now is free choice top quality grass or alfalfa hay, plus 2 to 4 pounds of 16 to 20% protein grain, split into 3 or 4 small meals daily, unlimited clean water, propylene glycol or keto gel on the shelf, and urine ketone test strips run twice a week the final 30 days. Catch it early and you save the doe 95% of the time. Fix these 9 things and you will easily hit 90 to 95% kid survival. Does that milk heavy and rebreed like clockwork? Market kids that gain fast and grade high? And a bank account that actually grows instead of disappearing every spring? Drop the one mistake that surprised you the most in the comments. Grab the completely free 2025 goat breeding calendar and pre-kidding checklist I put together for you. Link in the description and pinned comment. And I'll see you in the next video where we go over exactly how the top 1% of breeders are consistently hitting 200+% kidding percentages with almost 0 death loss.